Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your course on Honorable Police Chief APGAINS for another episode of APGAINS at night, back from business, where it's just APGAINS, but it's harder to see me, hence the at night part. Back from business, meaning that I'm actually here and not other places on plane going, wee! Before we get into the video, which will be quite exciting, a little bit APGAINS lore. I was hoping to do this when we hit 30,000 subscribers, but unfortunately, no one wants to subscribe to APGAINS, so my ego has been shattered, but this will be gone, and not because I'm taking it off the wall, but rather because I will no longer be here. So next time you see me, maybe I will be in a different place. I will hopefully have a green screen, not that it will work, so there might just be like a, whoa, why am I so slow? There might just be like a green background behind me eternally until I figure out how to actually use a green screen. But I thought you guys would like to know that I will not be here anymore. I mean, I'll be here like on the internet, but not like physically where I am right now. Oh my God, why is my camera so laggy? I wanted to do this for 30,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, we did not get 30,000 subscribers, so we're doing it at 28,900 subscriber special. Okay, so the crux of the video is a fork in the road. Many of people that I've reviewed recently, especially on Patreon, have kind of been in a similar situation where I am. So I want to talk about how I'm planning on taking a long farm, i.e. Leviathan, that is finished, and there's many, many options of places that I can go in the future, and trying to figure out which one is going to be the best for me. As you see here, astute viewers, sorry, I have COVID, so if I cough, I might be coughing during this video. Astute viewers will notice there are 3 distinct farms that are present on the screen right now. Well, technically 4, but we're not going to count these 2. They're just there kind of to block off the rest of the screen for us. Unless they decide to announce Ray 5, and then they'll be back on the menu. Okay, so obviously the first one is Treya. A massive backbone team, especially defensively. It's gonna give me a little bit more width. Going back to the cube, it's gonna give me a little bit more width, get a little bit wider as opposed to taller. The cube video might ever, maybe someday, come out on YouTube, but I'm just too lazy. Maybe that'll be the first video in the new location. So there's one, and that kind of signifies, your Maul DeLoreans, your, getting Malgus up and running, doing a little bit of Jedi Knight Luke, except for, probably not Jedi Knight Luke, but, just a standard backbone team, like a Star Killer, for instance. We have requirements for Leia, which would indicate, obviously, a Galactic Legend. Many of you guys love to farm Galactic Legends, and then when you finish farming Galactic Legends, you like to farm more Galactic Legends, which is sometimes fine and sometimes a terrible idea, so that's another option. And then the third option is Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis is kind of a blend farm here, if that makes sense, because initially, a couple weeks ago, the Cal Kestis farm would have been to bolster the JML, give me a Jabba JMK counter with him, so I just have an extra kind of tool in the wheelhouse there. But more recently, it's kind of come to my attention that Seer Junda plus Malicos is going to be another backbone team in and of itself. So it's going to be more the case that I'm going to get a boost offensively to JML, while also picking up, another Star Killer level team in Seer Junda. Excuse me. Oh, man, I feel terrible. In Seer Junda and Malicos. So those are kind of the 3 avenues I'm looking at right now. Before I go into a little bit of analysis and explain and hopefully decide tonight what I'm going to do. Normally, I like to decide this kind of stuff on live streams, but I obviously will be kind of busy, so I want to do this right now, I guess. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comment section. All right, so now that I need to actually talk this through live and make my decision, see, Treya would be easy. I'm just going to go top to bottom because I kind of already have all the gear. I'm a little depleted on relic mats, obviously, because I just finished the, I don't know why the fuck is Sith? All right, that's a little bit of an Easter egg for you guys. I am 100% not farming C. I don't know why the fuck that he is highlighted. That's kind of crazy. I might have been trolling someone at some point with that. So I have finished Leviathan, which is juicy, and completely depleted my relics. So going Treya would be kind of rough in the relic department, but I would likely only take them to relic 1 to relic 3, so it wouldn't be that terrible, but it would still be 4 characters that would have to come up, which would be quite annoying. Leia's going to give me more height, be meta, be good for raids, good for PvE. My guild might not kick me out. All in all, probably better long-term viability as opposed to just short-sighted GAC Dubberooskis. I'm going to be honest, it's kind of where I'm leaning at the moment. It's never like great for your emotional damage, your emotionalness to go like straight from one GL farm in the Leviathan into another GL farm that is Leia. It's such a just depletes your resources so much. That leaves us with Cal. I mean, it's non-accelerated rate, so it'd be slow. I wouldn't use crystals to supplement, so it'd take fucking forever. You could maybe get them to 11 and then do it passively. I'd honestly, I'd probably have to supplement with crystals to get that done eventually. I'd have 2 months to get it done before Malicos comes out. I might get day 1 Malicos. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to see how I'm kind of faring in that department. It's not relic intensive because it's gear 12 across the board. Obviously, I'd probably relic 7 my Cal Kestis, and I'd probably relic 5 my Seer Junda, because I can't imagine that I would take her to R7. I'd probably R7 Malicos, slap whatever Datacron he gets on him, and then kind of have that team there. It doesn't deplete my resources as much, and it gives me top-end viability with JML. It actually gives me a lot of height with not as much investment. Like, we're going to the fucking whiteboard since it's not going to be here anymore. Like, Leia is like 2 cubes wide and like 3 cubes tall, right? So it gives me a good solid height. Actually, it probably gives me like, it's probably 2 by 5 to be honest. Like a full Leia farm is probably 2 by 5. Farming Cal is probably more the case of like 2 by 3. So it's like I'm getting good height, I'm getting a little bit of width, but I'm not getting that like whole new galactic legend. It's like it's adding on top of a galactic legend that is previously existing. So like if JML in and of itself is like a 2 by 2 or whatever, adding on, or maybe like a 2 by 3, I'm adding a 2 by 2 on top. So I'm getting a little bit more width, but mostly I'm in it for the height. It adds Malicos, which is maybe like another, 2 or 3 cubes in and of itself. I think I've kind of talked myself in. I think I've kind of talked myself into Cal Kestis. It's a good... Cal Kestis is a good character. Cal Kestis. Jedi Cal is a great character. Seer Junda is a great character. Malicos is a great character. I'm not going to do anything with Saw or Tarful. They're just going to sit at gear 12 forever, probably. Unless we get Gunji, and then I'll throw Tarful in there and have a Wookiee team. But CG would have to do the smart thing and actually give me fucking Gunji for that to happen. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Cal Kestis, Malicos. I'll probably finish up with a Leia after that. And then, maybe this is a separate video, but so many times you chase the latest and greatest. And like, how long has it been? I've been saying that I need to relic my trio team probably before Omicrons were even in the game. And they're still at gear 12. They've been at gear 12 for years and years and years. Prior to Omicrons even existing, prior to Savage rework, obviously. Are they ever going to get fixed? Like, are they ever going to be brought to the place where they need to be brought? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I legitimately don't know. I'm kind of making up my mind here. I'm going to take all Cal Kestis to gear 11. I'm going to farm all the gear so I can take them straight to 12. I'm going to grind out their shards every day. All excess gear is going to be flooded into Leia. Relics are probably... I'm going to save an R7 and an R5 for Jedi Cal and Seer Junda. Every other relic mat I'm probably going to push into Leia, and then I'm just going to deal with the consequences of not doing Traya at the end of it. So enjoy the last... maybe... Oh, fuck. COVID sucks. Enjoy the last of the whiteboard. It will be gone. I will be gone. Very sad. Okay. As always, love you, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.